getting to a good height. Here or here. So I'll just take the sprint this way. It's a little crazy, a little creepy not to be in the woods, but we should have another round to do some stuff. Here's the cicada, which is fairly slow, but that's okay. We'll sort of generally go towards high ground here too. You do get a bonus to hit from high ground, although it looks like mostly the opponents are going to have much higher ground than us.
Good to go.
We can do a big run up with the Osiris here. There we go, which is what we're going to do. Osiris still has the best movement of our lance. Get yourself in the woods and do that. Okay, first round, sensors are offline, so we couldn't have gotten a blip in the first place. We still don't have anything. What I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to reserve Kane. Because it would be really... I didn't expect you to come from that way. Let's say it would be really nice to be able to set up a melee with Kane. So it's still Kane's turn here. Let's keep waiting. And I feel Kane's fairly secure. I'm not feeling a rush because of all these evasion pips and the vision blockers. I'm not feeling a rush to get him out of the way. Whereas I'm okay with this. I'm going to move up this way with the Rava and the Wolfhound. We can take a slight pot shot at the spider, but we may also open up a bit more vision.
Copy that.
Okay, nothing so far. We may as well take the shot. All right, we got a hit. Oh man, we're being flanked. We're being flunked. Yeah, Mechanium with a bazillion evasion. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Feeling pretty good about that, Kane. I don't think anyone's going to move up in range for you to melee, but there's a good chance you're going to be able to go up there and actually F up the spider a fair bit. So now the question is, where do we move the cicada? I think either way I'm going to do a sprint, because our accuracy is sort of going to suck in either way. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cicada up here, because what we need is we do need like proper vision on a mech to be able to melee it. So I'm going to set it up so that the cicada might be able to provide a little bit of spotting for Kane. Although he's still too far away, but maybe if the spider moves up closer, we might be able to get some melees. So we might want to be a little bit more careful with our ammo here. Oh yeah, we should switch to ammo pierce. No, you know what? I'll go caseless here. Might want to be a bit more conservative with the ammunition, because this might be a slightly longer combat. Still, I'm not as worried about the caseless. It all missed, which is a shame. Because the last round, we knew the battle couldn't go longer than 10 rounds. This time, it definitely could. Especially depending on how tricky the sort of our target is. So we could move to here. That might not be so bad. And I will.
On my way.
We've got actually a fair number of shots with the Smurm, so I'm not too worried about the ammo conservation with that either.
Waiting for orders.
We'll reserve Kane some more, although I'm not sure we're actually going to get anything better. Like, the rest of our team is all done. Phase 2, yeah, no, they're all done as well. So what I'll do is I'll just sprint up with Kane to here. We may be overcommitting on this flank, but at the same time, it's nice to focus fire. And yeah, I'll open up with everything. Well, okay, the Ultra AC-10, it's got 16 ammo, and it's 2 shots per. Nah, we'll go ahead.
All weapons are low.
This Kane can still melee.
Standing by.
Okay, he can't melee right now. It's a new round. I'm going to reserve, hope the spider moves forward, so that Kane can punch him in the face. Or axe him in the face. I got to ask you a question. Dorava's still got the sniper Rooney. Can't... I mean, we might be able to get a shot. If we move to here, we might be within, you know, stuff. But I guess I'll move to here. I don't know if that's worthwhile. Let me just reserve Dorava. We'll see what happens. We're back to Kane. Hold on. Oh, Raven! Raven's got a lot of ECM, if I recall correctly. Raven is really designed as an electronic warfare mech.
Waiting for orders.
Both good sensor packages as well as counter sensor packages. Yeah, I don't think Kane's going to be able to melee him regardless, but let's get up here. We'll get a good eye on the spider. And open up with a lot of point-blank laser shit.
Heck no.
I really like focusing fire. Oh, it's 40% damage reduction right now on the spider.
Heavy damage.
Standing
It's a little less than ideal.
Yes, Commander.
I'll move to here. We're going to be kind of in a bad spot for, like, optimal ranges, but we'll do this anyway. So Darava and the Wolfhound is going to keep sort of these guys a little busier. It's going to be fun. Wow, that's really low. We're not going to waste a Gauss rifle shot, even though we've got tons of ammo. Yeah, the Raven's going to be kind of a pain in the ass, I think.
Commander?
You have an accent. But yeah, the hatchet still can't get in there. If I just move up and fire from here, it's not bad. If I take a sprint to here, jump gives you a huge penalty to hit in RogueTech. So jump jets aren't like sick OP like they are in the base game. So I guess we'll just walk up, and I will not fire the AC-10. So we only have 7 more times you can shoot it, and these are pretty low odds. But the lasers aren't too bad. Yeah, we hit with 2 of them. And actually, especially with the 40% damage reduction, which I wasn't thinking I really do, is a little less interesting. Oh, now the spider's going. Maybe I should have waited. Maybe I should have waited with Kane. That's okay. That was fine. And now Kane's just going to be able to punch him right in the butt next turn. Speaking of the butt, I guess it doesn't make sense to move the cicada down here. We'll just move you up here. It'll be a flank as opposed to... We could hit him in the rear. But I mean, it's not like he's taking rear damage. Although we could shoot him in the rear now, and then have Kane also punch him in the back. We can get slightly better odds if we fire from here, but, you know, let's punch him through the rear armor. Although it means not legging him or whatever, but no, this is fine.
Alpha strike.
Flamer misses again. Might be able to get a knockdown. Again, I'm not too worried about Darava and the Wolfhound. Good, because it's a fair amount of range. Although, again, I think the Raven's got a fair amount of sensor tech. It's Kane time! Kane's gonna bring the pain by axing you a question in the back.
I'm there.
Boom!
Engaging. I need a new target.
That works for me. Okay, the Jenner's getting a little close to the Wolfhound now. Okay, a little bit of damage, but not too much.
Commander.
So the Rava is just gonna, you know, keep sort of darting backwards here. Get a slightly more accurate shot in any way. If I don't go quite as far, then I can get a slightly better chance shot with the lasers. That's fine. And we've got the hill to block here. Completely lost track of the
Copy that.
the Raven. And actually, we don't even have vision over the Jenner anymore, but that's okay.
Oh, missed it.
Ready for orders.
All right. So Nallard, I'm going to take a sprint, which does generate a little bit more heat, but that's fine.
Going full thrust.
And what we might do is just not fire. Depends on the odds to hit, because we are running fairly hot here. Well, I guess I can't brace. So there we go. I'll fire with 2, which still end up with 0 heat. That's going to be good. We got some bits coming in from someone. Oh, is that Morphin? Hey, ouch. -7. I do love those little, like, the little ouches. And, one of the things one of the guys says when they eject is like, gee, thanks. I love that. Makes me think of, like, old comic book stuff. You know, zap, pow, crash. Adds flavor to combat, which is just gorgeous. That's not too shabby. I mean, I could sprint for a little to get a little closer to maybe open up for a better punch next turn with Deadmate. Or this is Deadmate. He's not a puncher. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just move. That's not terrible.
Got it.
Again, and I might be wrong about the Raven's ECM, but I don't think so. And the Flamer, I think in tabletop Flamers use fuel canisters for ammo, which is kind of annoying. It actually makes the Flamers, like, really weak because you have to pack so much stuff. You'd have to buff Flamer damage if they were to use ammo because it would take more capacity. We'll take the shot. We've got a fair amount of bullets. We might switch away from the caseless over to the armor piercing. The caseless one has recoil. And we don't eliminate all recoil, I think, with Deadmate. And armor piercing has a higher crit chance. It was something.
Waiting for orders.
Kane is just going to walk up and shoot, I think. Again, you could sprint to get a little closer. Sort of breaks even. Although, I guess, if I mean, the hit chance is lower. The thing is, if we do a sprint, we might be more likely to get a melee with him next round. Might be hard to get at the Raven because of the cliff, but we might be able to get the Jenner. Now, if I were to jump... Yeah, the jump gets us sort of kind of just as far. I think I will sprint to here.
Full speed. No target.
I thought Flamers use plasma from engines. Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. So exactly the same odds against both. I guess I'll hit the Jenner. I won't use any of our AC
10-4.
ammo. Yeah, vent engine juice for sure. Okay.
That's a miss.
Chance always high for me the closer I can get. Yes, I get it, Kane.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. These are still going to be kind of crappy odds. We can get a little better. We've got this. I'm not too worried about being meleeed by these guys. Like, the Jenner has no arms. So it's not going to be a strong melee bot. It might be able to sneak in behind us, though. It's speedy enough to maybe pull something like that off. It'd be nice to get combat odds. I think I'll just do this. It might still get behind us. It's not terrible. This is the safest thing to do with the Wolfhound. But it's not terribly satisfying. $16, $16, $18, $14. Yeah. Maybe I'll just do this. And if I turn this way, to get behind me, you'd basically have to be in the mountain. Alright, that'll have to do. We can actually get a better shot on the Jenner by a fair bit. Both of them are in the woods, I think, so they're both going to have the damage reduction, I suspect. May as well turn on the light Gauss cannon again. Like, we have tons of ammo. Yeah, I guess I'll take the Jenner shot. We're not really focus firing on anything right now, because nothing's really taking damage, so it's a little bit moot.
That did not hit.
Safe is boring, risk is fun.
Waiting for orders.
Well, hey, that's what Kane's job is. Okay, we've got no heat. I could get right up in this guy's face. Or behind the Raven. Like, we have enough movement to do crazy, crazy stuff. Either way, we're sitting at about 30% hit chances on these guys. I think I like this. I'll get behind the Raven. Oh, you can walk up this cliff! See, it would be great if there was an indicator for that. 'Cause there's no real way to tell until you start locking in your movement. Alright, we'll drop a full volley into this Raven. Ignoring the cover. Cover him in acid. Acid! New to RogueTech, why does everything have such a low hit chance? There's a bunch of things. Like, you can mouse over the modifiers, see what they are. First of all, the hit chance in actual BattleTech is fudged. The BattleTech doesn't show you the actual hit chances on things. It lies a lot for various reasons, to sort of anti-streaks and rolls and all kinds of different stuff. So your 95% chances, you will. It's not just your imagination. You will miss more than 95% of them, for example, in BattleTech. But also, there's just, I think, more modifiers going on. I kind of like this move. I know it will leave us out of cover, but I don't think it matters. No one's shot the cicada yet. It's pretty good accuracy shot. Yeah, slightly better. Might be able to get a flamer hit. What I can do is I can mouse over some of these modifiers. So you can see, like, range. We have crap sensors. We have no sensor locks going on right now. You get more penalties for moving by yourself as well. There's height modifiers, so I'm shooting up. I think default BattleTech gives you a bonus for shooting down, but I don't think it gives you a penalty for shooting up, whereas here we do. So there's just a lot more, like, positioning that you can do. And I think you might get more evasion pips or something from having... Wow! I mean, I know all of our hit chances weren't that great, but we had so many weapons, you would have thought more of them would hit. Kane can melee! He doesn't have a lot of positional options, but he can run up here and melee. Only 84% chance, but if he hits, it's 113 damage. Boom! Yes! Clang, clang, clang goes the trolley. Right torso destroyed. The Wolfhound could actually melee the Jenner. He's got a 25 damage melee, which isn't as bad. I was hoping, yeah, the Raven didn't become unsteady, so we still have sort of crap to hit. That's not bad. We will focus on the Raven. So over here, I've got a 32-21. I don't know if I can get a better, like, angle. No, looks like the 32-21 was it here. About as good as we're gonna get. All right, more damage on the Raven. What got exposed on the Raven? I don't know. We actually didn't have vision with that mech. Your vision will change depending on who you've got selected. We should be able to have some stuff here. So, yeah, he's got no right torso. And his leg has been exposed, which is interesting. He's also unstable. But, hey, we've all been there. So, it's his right side that's down. It's also his right leg. Like, I could come in here. This will probably just go through to his center torso and destroy it. Although if we can keep the ECM intact, that wouldn't be so bad. I'm just going to do this.
Heading out.
See, I'm jammed by ECM. So that's part of what's hurting our hit chances as well.
Take this.
Okay, he's knocked down. That's going to be a second wound on the pilot. We might conceivably be able to just kill the pilot. Jenner's firing a cicada. Good. Lots of misses. Oh, he's got critical heat.
What
I
can
don't
I do
know.
for ya?
We got some people with bonus heat stuff. Okay. We could keep firing, like, hammering at this Jenner, actually. Including hitting it with more flamers, which would be good. But we also have the opportunity to do some free called shots on the Raven right now. And, of course, a very high chance to hit because he is downed. I think we're gonna have to do that. And yeah, it looks like we're going to want to move up. I'm a little unsure about exposing my back here. Doesn't matter if I'm in the woods if I'm exposing my back. At least this way it's a little less likely that I'm going to expose the back. So yeah, if we go and kill the other side torso, that might lead to the final injury and take out the pilot. So I guess I will target that. Left torso destroyed. We did hit the engine, but didn't destroy it. That's good.
Show 'em what you got.
That should be some pretty decent salvage. And then Kane, the Hatchet Man, is going to go after this Jenner. I don't know. Looks like it's all about the same. So I really don't know if we care what side we attack from. I'm trying to think about position-wise. I suppose this makes it easier for him to get behind me and still be in cover. So if I go here, if he wants to get behind me, he might not be in cover. So I suppose that's fine here.
Rolling. Targeting for physical attack.
Right arm, right torso. Health takes
That is
damage.
something good.
If he falls over, we can take some more. We're going to start scooching up this way. There we go. Unobstructed. 30%. Maybe that's not the best way to do it. This would hit him from the back, which is not where we're doing damage to him. Maybe, wait, if we can go for the other torso, that would be potentially nice. If we can combine killing some of the torso with knocking him down, I think that's about as good as we're going to get here. All go melee. We could. Thing is, the base melee on these guys is really bad. And now that he's unstable, anytime he takes damage, he has to do a piloting check to see if he falls over. We don't even have to necessarily knock over a leg to do that.
On my way.
I could do called shots. Our chance to hit is good enough. I could consider called shot. It does lower to hit chance. But it might be worthwhile here.
All weapons are go.
Okay, we got a knockdown from a failed piloting check. So he is taking another wound. Now we'll get free called shots against him, and hopefully we've done a little bit of torso damage. There we go. Stay within optimal range for the lasers. Do I want to fire everything? Sure. No body parts fell off? Really? Really? All right.
It's go time.
So,
It's whiskey and chocolate.
it's whiskey and chocolate for Cool Man. Hey, oh no. Oh no! I found a way to make the teleport spider gun more evil. Add salt to spider gun. When the spider gun fires teleport spider into enemy mech, it teleports salt into the enemy pilot's eyes. When they scream, the spider's crawling inside the body. What's wrong with you, Cool Man? You ain't right. Oh, jeez. Here's the thing. So I sort of want to take the left torso maybe to knock that out. The thing is, if we just melee it, it's going to be a ridiculous amount of overkill. We could just consider lasering maybe to not... No, let's just melee him. It's fine.
Ordnance received.
Boom!
Ha!
Left arm into left torso into pilot incapacity. Okay, luckily we hit the arm, so the arm soaked some of the damage, so it didn't go right to the center torso. All right, so our assassination target is somewhere over here. So, I mean, we can start moving in this direction. That's going to be fine.
How's it going?
Sprint.
Understood. Moving fast.
I suspect Kane... It'll be a while before Kane gets to the front. We actually just might want to wait.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And get everyone in position.
Got it.
Actually.
Speed, no shooting. Waiting for orders. Quick stepping it.
Actually, well, I guess the sprint was fine. Maybe a jump would have gotten us further there.
Commander.
I'm just going to go ahead and wait.
Good to go.
And wait. Actually, I might want to move the Cicada because he's a little slow. But the Osiris definitely not.
Roger.
I think he might be moving towards us. So sprint, jump is exactly the same.
Yes, Commander.
Well found. We'll put you on a higher ground over here.
Moving to position.
Nice little peak. Brace.
Need something, Chief?
The Osiris,
Move order received.
just because some vision, we'll see if he comes down here. It's not a very good environment to run in, so maybe I don't know. Mostly, I'm just killing a little bit of time while we get the much slower Cicada up to the front. Did I have your weapons turned off? Did I not fire the full salvo last few times? I know one time it was intentional. Oh shit! All right, so I'm guessing our opponent has much better sensors than we do. Because we still can't see him. He has shot us, and we can't actually see him. Yeah, Kane, we're just gonna still have to engage. I'm gonna jump you to here.
Engaging jump jet.
And then you'll just brace.
Commander.
Let me hold off on Durava for a sec.
Waiting for the right move.
And yeah, we're gonna move up with Nallard here. So presumably there's a target right here. So if I do this.
Roger.
Oh, is that a dagger? I think the daggers have pretty good sensors. Oh, it's a Raven! There we go. Speaking of sensor stuff. I will spend some points to Vigilance here. So that we get, braced. Did we miss everything? I mean, you know, I know it's only 20% chance. Statistically, you would expect one of those weapons to hit. Oh, rear attack! Ignores all the guarded stuff. No! I was too bold. Our gyro got knocked out. Which means we have no stability. And it was an ultralight. They're kind of expensive. Alright. We can get an indirect shot there. We sprint up. Yeah, sprinting is going to be better. We'll get the flamer shit going down.
Going turbo.
Okay, decent damage. No heat, but that's okay. Durava could take a shot where we are. 26 and 16. If we move up, we have issues. Like the light Gauss rifle has like this medium range. We don't really have the vision. Okay, 38 and 26. This is better over here. So this awkward thing where we often don't have proper vision and sensor logs to take advantage of the Gauss rifle properly.
Our target is making a break for it.
Okay. Alright, Kane's gonna jump to here.
Acknowledge.
It is gonna give him a +3 penalty to hit on jump. We'll fire all of our weapons.
Copy that, Commander.
This guy actually might be able to escape. It's conceivable here.
No luck